Well, hello everybody and welcome in to our episode part 3 watch along reaction of Sardar Udham, Stephen. It's not a TV show, it's a movie that we are splitting into 5 parts.
It's been a while, that's why.
It's been a while, Stephen. We're back again.
Yeah.
We're doing the watch alongs again.
Yeah.
My voice is recovered.
Yeah.
My chest is recovered. My body has recovered.
Your heart rate
has dropped 50 beats.
Yeah.
And we're doing it, Steve.
Yeah.
We're back.
It's been a week.
This.
It's been a week since we last watched this. I had to ask you, John, before we came on, what happened. I couldn't remember. But you refreshed my memory. Yeah, you refreshed my memory, and I knew where we were at. So, John, I'm loving this. I know we've only watched an hour of it so far, but what I'm loving about this is the acting more than anything. The actors are first class in this. Production value, I can tell there's been a lot of money thrown at this just for the period. Sets are amazing. Just everything about it. The score's fantastic as well, very atmospheric. I'm liking it so far. I'm sure I'll like this half as well. And
of course we've got sort of Z-list versions of famous Hollywood actors in here as well, playing English.
Yeah.
We've got a Z-list sort of Hayley Atwell, Amelia Clark and Jim Broadbent in there.
Jim Broadbent, yeah.
So that's an interesting side sort of thing, you know. How
no,
do they
I'll give the British. I think they're British anyway. They're not putting British on, surely. They are more rounded characters than what we've seen in the past in Indian movies. They are fleshed out a little bit more. They're
proper actors.
Yeah,
they've not just been pulled off the mean streets of Glasgow or London.
Like
town.
Stephen Hogan.
Stephen Hogan.
It's actually just coming up on the screen. I don't actually know who he is.
Yeah, he's the detective.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a bastard, but he's watchable.
Yeah.
But on that note, Steve, we'll get right into it. I want to see how this story continues.
Yes.
The reverse engineering of this man's murder of Michael O'Dowry.
Something like that, yeah.
Some little bitch from Ireland. Play.
Police have successfully raided suspected hideouts in Lahore and Saharanpur, killing several members and arresting some.
Are we saying this as a flashback, Steve?
And Rajguru, both wanted as conspirators in the
the downfall of the sort of party, the communist wing
आदमी को
in India.
मारा जा सकता है उसके विचारों को नहीं मुफ्त में हक कोई नहीं देगा या तो प्रोटेस्ट के बदले मिलेगा
It's true, you know.
आइडियोलॉजी अच्छी और सही होनी चाहिए नहीं तो उसके बिना जो आज़ादी मिलेगी वो इस गुलामी से भी डरावनी होगी को अपना मानकर इस ऑप्रेसिव सरकार के वजूद को रिजेक्ट करते हैं.
This guy was 23.
Yeah.
Remarkable wisdom for somebody so young.
Is that a tag he's got on him?
बात हमारे वायलेंस के तरीके को अपनाने की तो हम किसी इंसान के खून के प्यासे नहीं हैं. हमें किसी आदमी से या किसी देश से नफरत नहीं है.
You just want your own autonomy.
इंसान के दूसरे इंसान की एक्सप्लॉयटेशन के अगेंस्ट हैं. हमें सिर्फ हिंदुस्तान के ही नहीं पूरी दुनिया के फार्मर्स, वर्कर्स और स्टूडेंट्स का वेलफेयर चाहिए. And therefore we demand complete independence and a total revolution.
Well, it certainly appears he's a committed Marxist. Very ideologically driven, sir. Hasn't named anyone as yet.
We need to get him to confess.
A committed Marxist. My kind of guy.
Do what it takes.
Sir?
Do what it takes. I think they've done that. They've tried it.
Do you think this guy's going to be taken by Sardar?
So,
I think he's got a lot of pressure on him, though, John. So I don't know.
What's your real name?
Yeah, somebody going to tell you that.
So many passports and aliases. Frank Brazil? Is this you?
Frank Skinner.
Yes. Well, according to this,
that's a whatever, wasn't it?
Was issued in Bournemouth in 1933. You're Udham Singh.
इस लाइसेंस में तुम्हारा नाम उधम सिंह है.
Yes.
He's everyone.
You haven't got a lot of time left. It's important for your own sake, and we know what your real name is. Ram Mohammed Singh Azad.
The decision of tattooing his name on his body, he definitely wanted it discovered and for that news to be spread.
We need to control the press.
No matter what we do, There will be many who will see his actions as an act of revolution, sir.
Yes. We need to control the press. And of course now we know that they do indeed control the press.
I said it at that time.
Is this Winston?
Why I was responsible for a monstrous event. But we cannot allow that to affect our decision-making.
Yes, Prime Minister.
Yep, as.
Yes.
His defence lawyers will try and stall.
Was he Prime Minister at that point? No, what year is this?
Is this the war? Is the war
This
just
business
the
has
war? I
to
don't
be
know.
ended here.
I agree.
India protests every day. We don't get to see it, thankfully. But London must not protest anymore. And prolonging this trial will only ensure that.
What's called?
Yes. Is that Buckingham Palace?
Yeah, that was busy the other day, that road.
Yes, it was.
Your Majesty.
There are a lot of Indian soldiers fighting for us in this war. Are there not, Prime Minister?
Yes, there are. A meek surrender to this madman would be to embolden the voices of rebellion amongst the Indian soldiers.
We can't afford to be seen as weak.
I understand. Your Majesty.
After the war,
He had a speech impediment, didn't he?
Yeah, but he overcame it, didn't he?
quit India.
It was King George, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Let us just say we will need to reinvent a way of maintaining our strategic presence.
No, you can just fuck off. But he, of course, doesn't have to worry about that because he's not long for this world.
Blockbuster.
Basta. Blockbuster.
I just don't have a clue what to do.
My, they're beating him in here as well. Maybe not. That may have been some other poor soul.
Nah, look at his back, man.
No fuck.
He's been lashed.
Stephen, as I says, I think the actor himself may have either lashed himself or been lashed. He looked as though he had actual wounds on his back. So he went right in. It may have been pathetic, I don't know. I may be talking shite. But if you're going to play a character like this that's rooted in reality, inspirational figure, you'd want to go right in. Oh dear. Back again.
That's a back shift, or the night shift going home.
Yeah. Right, the score.
Yeah. A bit physical there, wasn't it? Like a rugby tackle.
Oh, she deaf. Hard of hearing.
So he tried to kill your supervisor?
नहीं बस एक बार शायद धमकी दी थी.
Threatened him.
It's quite a gap, raising your voice and trying to kill. Unless you've got like a fucking dolphin-esque register and you can, you know, or a whale.
Not criminal.
Kill somebody with your
He
voice.
just said he threatened him.
हाँ थोड़ा पागल सा था.
Aren't we all?
सी बातें पर किसी को.
The man's a habitual criminal, accustomed to threatening people.
That's just not true though. That's distortion of the truth.
Painted
मैंने सब अकेले किया.
I did it alone.
Now you must really hate the British.
Oh, he just hates a certain bunch of pricks within the British.
मेरे बहुत से British दोस्त भी हैं. I don't hate. Then what? So is this just revenge?
Did you spend time in this guy's presence? He was a complete and utter bastard, backward, xenophobic racist.
Michael O'Dwyer इंडिया में ब्रिटिश इंपीरियलिस्टिक सिस्टम के ईवल को रिप्रेजेंट करता था. मैं उसके खिलाफ हूँ.
O'Dwyer embodied British imperialism in my country.
आप भी अपने
He's not translating very well, is he?
पर अपनी कंट्री में. I don't hate you. You doing your job.
Is this going to hit home, this guy? What you saying? Oh, see that? See that? Oh.
Waterboarding.
That's horrendous.
I've heard it is, yeah. It's like drowning. Didn't realise he did it back then though. Thought that was a Guantanamo Bay special.
Write down that you helped him purchase the guns twice.
तुमने गन खरीदने में उसकी मदद की है, साइन करो.
He is a criminal. He had guns.
वो एक क्रिमिनल है.
You've got guns.
उसके पास गन थी.
Biggest fucking criminals I've ever seen.
I'll ask you for the last time.
Some of the atrocities they committed.
Right in the jugular. That's a fountain pen, perfect.
Yeah.
Pointy.
Keep that away from Charles. Didn't like them. Yeah. This bloody thing. That was this bloody thing. Sick of it. You know what? I'm sick of your fucking face, mate.
So they did that to him and then just shot him anyway.
Just using the man.
Stand up. Stand up.
Good morning. My name's John Hutchison. You came in on the South Rohingya court, man.
Looks a bit like Ralph Fiennes, that guy.
He does look like Ralph Fiennes, yeah. He does, yeah.
Pada Huata. I studied law after coming here. Law. कोई कंट्री किसी इंसान को पनिश करे तो लॉ, पर कोई कंट्री किसी कंट्री के अगेंस्ट क्राइम करे तो क्या आपका लॉ उसे क्राइम मानता है? ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट ने क्राइम किया.
It depends on what country did it, mate.
Mr. Singh, I know you think you don't need a lawyer. You will have to cooperate if you want me to present your defense.
I don't think this man wants a defence. He did what he did. He's completed his mission.
So let's start from the beginning. When did you plan the assassination? When did you plan the assassination?
You sound like an interrogator there, mate.
Yeah.
Not a guy who's representing them.
But anyway, good luck. See you next week, Sir Michael.
He really did get in about his personal space, didn't he?
Yeah.
Salesman, where's your box? Where's your pens?
Oh, not everyone has taste like you, sir.
You want to be selling rifles? There's a war coming. There's money to be made.
I need a job, sir.
Fuck's sake, they work for him? Wow.
What do you do?
I good carpenter, good electrician. I do clothes.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't believe he actually worked for him.
Yeah.
But did you get the recognition when he shouted his name? When he killed him? Did he show signs of recognising?
I'm not sure. He looked kind of shocked.
Yeah.
But then again, if someone's pointing a gun at you, you're going to look shocked, aren't you?
Yeah.
But it's how you interpret that. And it could be he was shocked because of who it was that was pointing the gun at him. You know, you don't really think of that at the time because we didn't know obviously this backstory we're watching now. But
it's almost like Gangs of Wasseypur, Stephen.
Yeah.
You see the opening, you don't really know the full story.
Yeah, the impact. Yeah.
You get to the end of the story, it takes on a new light. I'd like to see them revisit the killing.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe from his perspective. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he had plenty of opportunities to do it away.
Got him. Thank you.
Dapper as hell though.
Yeah.
Really well dressed.
Tell me, salesman, where were you in April 1919?
I was.
I remember. You told me. Working in the factory on the railway.
Yes, sir. You want something, sir?
Yeah, fix those squeaky floorboards, please.
You can't rise in rebellion and expect a medal. You know. Not what was coming. I'm grateful.
Something bothering you, sir?
No. Nothing ever bothers me.
No, bear it then.
Would you kill a man to save 10?
If I believe it to be true.
10 men to save 100?
It depends, sir.
So, you agree?
No.
You just said it depended on the circumstances.
Yes. What one goes through, I know about it.
You know nothing. Fear is a deterrent. The mutiny was brewing.
It's some fucking place he's got, though, I tell you that.
Been another river in the Punjab. A 6th river. I ended Gandhi's sole force with brute force.
And that makes you proud, does it?
Woman. Children. Wounded.
Wounded? Their relatives carried them away.
Carry away how, sir? There was curfew. There was martial law.
Nonsense. When he stopped firing, that was the sign that it was good for them to go.
He's really got a what perspective for things, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So, you don't think it was brutal, sir?
It was sufficient. He was faced with a seditious mob.
Seditious.
He created fear. And it was sufficient.
How many times did he have this chance to do that?
Evil किसी आदमी में कैसे हो सकता है?
But I think that's why he left it to the most public place to get his message out there.
कोई अफसोस नहीं था.
So you left the job?
मारा था तो मार देता. वो प्रोटेस्ट नहीं होता.
Yeah.
वो कहते वर्कर ने मालिक की जान ले ली. इस एक्ट का सारे वर्कर्स पर असर पड़ता.
Yeah.
उन पर शक किया जाता.
Then?
I'll catch you waiting.
Who's saying around him?
बंद कर उद्धम बंद कर. स्लेवरी है ये बंद कर.
उद्धम तुम यहाँ तमाशा मत करो. सुपरवाइजर हम पे चिल्लाता है.
हाँ तो चिल्लाने दे सुपरवाइजर को. तू डर सुपरवाइजर से. सुपरवाइजर मैनेजर से डरेगा. मैनेजर मालिक से डरेगा. मालिक सरकार से डरेगी. फिर उसके ऊपर जो सबसे ऊपर बैठा है ना वो सबको डराएगा.
What the hell are you doing? You're disturbing everyone. What the hell are you doing? Get out of my country!
ये पागलों जैसी बातें मत किया करो तुम. ये कर दूंगा वो कर दूंगा.
ब्रिटिशर्स इस वक्त डरे हुए हैं हिटलर से. उनका ध्यान भटका हुआ है. अगर कोई भी प्लान करना है एक्शन तो अभी इसी वक्त करना है.
पर यहाँ क्यों?
अगर हमने यहाँ लंदन में ब्रिटिश के हार्ट में कुछ कर दिया हमारा पूरा मैसेज पूरे वर्ल्ड तक जाएगा.
करेंगे क्या हम? है क्या हमारे पास? बम फोड़ेंगे. हिंदुस्तान में जाके फोड़ेंगे बम.
गन है तुम्हारे पास? गन है तुम्हारे पास?
तुम यहाँ से चले जाओ उद्धम.
There does seem to be a degree of, so I don't know what the word would be, the phrase would be, self-servingness within these other prominent figures he's hanging around with. Sort of lives that they are. Yeah, they want to preserve what they've got. They don't want to rock the boat. They don't give a shit about the people's lives back in India.
No.
They live in their own little cosy existence.
But I am not free. Hey, sir! Sir! Wake up!
Crazy drunk driver.
Free speech.
It doesn't exist. It's all a lie.
बम कोई फायदा नहीं. दूसरे की आजादी छीन के कोई फायदा नहीं. आज तुम किसी की छीनोगे, कल दूसरा तुम्हारी छीनेगा.
You can't understand a fucking word he's saying.
बेईमान चीज है. आपको लगता है आप जीतते हो. कोई नहीं जीतता. Nobody. Only hatred wins.
Yeah.
Go over.
Bhagat Singh, brother. Free speech, always. छीनो मत. Share, मिल बांट के. You, me, you, मिल बांट के. कुछ गलत किया मैं?
Eh? Old man? No?
He's right though.
पत्ता पत्ता बूटा बूटा हाल हमारा जाने गुल ही ना जाने बाग तो सारा जाने. Finish.
Some great dialogue in this
Yeah.
film. The writing's fantastic.
Now that's something I can get on board with.
Share.
He's not sharing it, mate. He's woke up in a drunken stupor and he's about to fucking settle right back down into another.
Sandbags at dawn.
Like the scarf.
Yeah.
A while since I've worn a
wait
coat
over
with a
there
scarf.
for 5 minutes. It's a British India. Number 0453.
Oh, British.
This is a pamphlet, yeah.
Yeah. 1940. Yeah. He's found his moment. Stephen, that strikes me as a good point to pause, I think.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Because it's a nice sort of moment.
Yeah. Things are starting to drop into place now. Obviously
always-
from the very start of the film, John. But again, I mentioned it just a couple of minutes ago. Some of the dialogue in this is very moving and very emotional. That speech she's obviously telling the homeless man there was very moving, I felt. Added with the score as well. The score in this film's been absolutely phenomenal.
It's been
It's
superb.
just hit the right notes and it hits you in the feels at the right moments as well. Absolutely sublime.
I'm liking the flip-flopping back and forth between the two timelines.
Yeah, yeah.
Looking back to when he was a happier man. He probably had... Well, he's not free here either.
Yeah.
He's never been free. That's kind of the whole point of this fucking story. Even the very first moment we see him, he gets released from jail. You're free, but the country's not. And I says at the time, are you ever really free if you're living in an oppressed country?
Yeah,
that seems to be the sort of general theme here. He's never been free at any point. Maybe free his demons after he's killed this old bastard, Ogier. But the flip-flopping back and forth when he had people around him, now he's alone in this cell. That's something that's been really expertly done. The range of emotions. Just really great acting from your main man, whose name's eluding me, Vicky Kishal.
I think as well, obviously when the lawyer comes in, the one that's going to be representing him, and he gets to tell that side of the story.
Yeah.
Because we were questioning ourselves, well, why didn't he pull the trigger when they were out hunting? Why did he not pull the trigger when he was working for him? You said it, John. He needs a public place to do this, and as well to get that message across, so it's not misconstrued. It's all falling into place, as I said.
Yeah,
fantastic.
And
great
it's obviously poetic as well, because his good friend Bagat, he obviously got unjustly hung.
Yeah.
Killed in a very public way.
Yep.
He wanted to exact revenge on this bastard. That's what I'm just going to keep calling this guy, Ogier, in a very public way. Assassinate him, so the story's not lost. And he can obviously get support.
Something that crossed my mind as well is getting that message across during wartime as well is a very hard thing. It could be absolutely smothered, obviously, with everything that's happening during the war.
But what he says was right, Stephen. The British been tied up in a war in Europe. This is the perfect time to exact pressure and free ourselves from their tyrannical rule. We've seen that with Ireland. Ireland did that during World War One. They were focused on another conflict. They took their chance, and obviously, we know what happened with Ireland. They're a republic now, free. I don't actually know how India became free of the British Empire. It's not something I've actually looked massively into. I know they also became free of the British Empire. They're their own country now, so it's going to be interesting to see if that's maybe tackled in this, because I would like a history lesson via film.
Yeah.
I don't really want to be going down and reading on Wikipedia, because it's not the best place to be reading. It's full of misinformation.
Obviously, the community does help as well. They do fill us in. They fill in those sort of blanks that we ask. Sometimes we'll say things that might be a bit misconstrued as well, and maybe taken the wrong way, and perhaps maybe it's just a bit of naivety from our part because we're not as engulfed in the history and we're not well versed in the history either, but we're trying to take it in, guys, you know, and we are, and this is probably the best medium for us to understand these sort of conflicts, you know, and that's why we appreciate and we can enjoy these historical films as well. As true as they may be or may not be, you know, obviously I don't know what the word is, not as precise as.
We've seen this sort of freedom day being explored in other movies. We've seen it in Gangs of Wasseypur. We've seen it in other stories.
I get
the freedom, but then it's almost like even then they're not free because you get other people coming in, these gangsters, criminals.
But how accurate as well? Well, that's the other thing you've got to kind of question, because you know in film they've got to do things a certain way
on steroids
for obviously dramatic effect. And obviously that's when you see when you get a British villain, they're always larger than life, more characteristic than an ordinary British person is. I'd hope anyway. But
Steve, we did see a comment saying this movie wasn't put forward for an Oscar shortlist because it would offend British values or some shit like that. That's a disgrace.
John, I think anyone, regardless of where they're from, if they're seeing a film or anything, you know, whether it be a song or you know, a TV series or whatever it may be, all you want is the truth at the end of the day.
Just give me some truth, man.
It doesn't matter where it's from and who it's directed to. I want the truth. It doesn't matter if it's directed at my nation as a whole. It doesn't matter. I want to know the truth.
And Steve,
I might not like the truth, but I want the truth.
Most people know.
Yeah.
The truth.
Do you hear that wind out there? Wow.
I do hear the wind, yeah. It's picking up. Wind's blowing. Storm's coming, Annie. But let's go round it up, man. Again, we're an hour and 35 minutes into this movie, and again, it's been fantastic up to this point. Brilliant writing, brilliant way of giving us the plot, giving us a story, getting back in time. Even with Finn, he's staying in Britain, getting back to 1940, we're going forward again, we're getting back to even further back with Begat, and obviously the sort of revolutionary group he had in India. It was really well structured, this movie. The acting's there. Real enjoyable watch so far. What's your thoughts though? I'm just looking at the amount of frames that have been skipped due to encoding. Like, thankfully, still only 0.2%. There's been a scary amount, over 1 million frames, I think. I don't know, it doesn't matter. What's your thoughts? You can comment down below if you're going to say about this movie up to an hour and a half in. Our reaction, the story, the themes, the dialogue, anything at all you feel compelled to share can go down below in the comment section. You can also like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to get notifications straight to your eyeballs. And all that leaves us to say is until the next time, thank you once again for watching. Me and Stephen are done. Bye bye.